Well, welcome back to the Timeline Ranch. It's the first day I'm back. I'll show you what my plans are for this trip, or at least what I'd like to get done. So here's what the back of the trailer looks like after the trip. That's the tire that blew on me about 4 in the morning when I was going around the 1604 loop at San Antonio. I think the rim's still good. We'll see. Yeah, when it blew, it tore the license plate all up. You see it's all beat up, all smashed. Broke the light, broke the reflector there, tore the wires off. Bent the fender well. This was all straight out. So like a 90-degree turn right there, had to beat it down. I had another spare with me, just in case something else happened, luckily. So now I've got one spare to go home with. Well, the pond is completely dry. Let's go take a look at it. Got the family with me on this trip. It's been about 10 weeks since I was out here last. Got my little boy over there. He just put a piece of rebar over there for me. I took the Kubota down and just did a little sample dig on that sump hole where all the fine material that's been washed into the pond and breaking down over time settles. Some of the best soil out here is right in this little hole. I kind of wanted to see if some water would start to pool in there once I took that soil out of there, but it's been about an hour and doesn't seem like anything's coming in. Some nice looking soil came out of there though. Yeah, this all came out of that hole right there. You can see that nice dark soil came out of there. Got a nice mix of sand and clay in it. Organic material. You can smell the bacteria doing its job in there. Yeah, you can grow anything you want in that soil. There's a mix, some of it's got some clay mixed in with it, but that's okay. You can see down in that hole where there's layers of every time it rained, another bit of organic material was washed in there and the bacteria broke it down. Let's go down in this little hole here. And you see this is mostly clay right here. And you can see there's a nice layer of organic material right in here. This whole layer right here is real rich. You can see it all the way around here. And it's down here too. Real good soil. You see some little roots of some kind of plant that got washed in there. Now this is about 13 feet up to that level plane that I have going down the side on the east side of the pond. Right now I'd be under about 2 foot of water right where I'm standing. This whole area, from that edge across would be full of water if this pond was full. So what I'm going to do, my big plan on this trip is I'm going to do nothing but equipment work. All this lower section of the pond that has all that good soil in it that's broke down over the years, I'm going to scrape all that back into a big pile and then transfer it up and then up again to that topsoil pile back there. And then I'm going to focus on digging on this end as deep as I can go. I'm going to try to hit 25 feet with it. And it shouldn't ever be empty again once I can get it that deep. I was kind of holding off on it because later when I extend the pond, you know, the rest of phase 1, I'll have to pump the water down to be able to dig the bottom out. So it's kind of why I was waiting on doing it. But it looks like on a year when you get ½ inch of rain for the whole calendar year, about 13 millimeters, it's not enough rain. The con trees still look all right. 2 of them that were alive the last trip I came out, and the Mission Texas almond trees down there have a little green in the stem but no leaves. We'll take a look at that a little later. So this is the main focus though that I want to do this trip, is dig out the bottom of this pond as much as I can. I'll haul off some of it, but a lot of it I'm probably just going to pile up just to get it out of this, what would be under the water line when it rains. So I changed this inverter out that was here. Now I got the 4,000 watt inverter. Having some problems with it, saying it has over voltage on the DC side. It's supposed to be able to take 16 volts, but it's only hitting about 14.6, and it's you know, going an alarm and saying it's over voltage. So I had to turn the charge controllers that are up here down to 14 volts for max charge to make it happy. So I don't know what's wrong with it. Looks like I got a bad inverter. It's not programmed right. And also on the other side, I took the skin off the building. I just had these LTO batteries. I didn't build this one, I bought this one, but these other ones back here are built. That's all I had for my battery setup, which wasn't very much. But I went ahead and wired in these AGM batteries back into it. So I got a lot more amp hours worth of storage now. Anyway, that's the plans for this trip. Just dig the bottom of that pond out as much as I can and get everything situated that was in the trailer. Well, I'll see you on the next one.